Hey there, welcome back to tutorial number 11, and today what we are going to do is we are going to create a bus route screen with a bus route Kivy MD Backdrop. So remember in the last tutorial we created a bus driver screen in which you can see the estimated arrival time of the next bus or next bus or even next bus, and then we can even add this banner into our favorite screen which we haven't created. So these are the bus services that will be arriving to a particular bus stop. So what happens if you want to see the routing of the bus from the start to the beginning, and how many bus stops it will go through, and where is the location of the bus right now on the map view. That is when we can create a bus route screen. So when you click this, it's going to bring you to a bus route screen, and then on the back layer it's going to show you what is the location of the bus right now, which bus stop it has gone through, and which bus stop is going to pass through next. And also the front layer is going to show you the name of the bus stop and then the bus stop code, and then the starting bus stop and the ending bus stop, and also the bus service number. So in the next three tutorials, this 1, 2, 3 are going to we are going to go through 3 tutorials to create our bus route screen with the front layer and back layer. But in this tutorial, let's focus on creating a backdrop, which I think you are already very expert in creating a backdrop as of now, if you did go through all my previous tutorial. So as usual, go to my web-based version of tutorial, look for the link in the description of the video, and then in the step 1, this is what we're going to do. We are going to create a class called bus route screen. As usual, this is the first step that we want to do if you want to create a screen. So we come back to our code, and then this is where we were in the last tutorial. We have a bus stop screen, also we have a bus services screen also. Okay, so in the bus stop screen, as you transfer down the front layer, as you click on the bus stop banner, so it's going to bring you to a bus arrival screen. So this is a bus stop that we are at now, and then these are all the bus services that are available at this bus stop. So you can see the arrival time, estimated arrival time of these bus services. So let's say now you're at this bus stop and you are waiting for bus 106. You are going to wait for another 5 minutes, and it's going to be a double deck bus, which is quite unoccupied because seats are available. Okay, so you can actually click this to add this bus to the favorite table in the database. You can also delete it from your database. Okay, cool. So now what we want to do now is we want to click this, and it has to bring us to the next screen, which is called bus route screen. But for now, when we click this, it's not doing anything. Well, if you remember that in our bus stop list, in our two-line item list, as we click this, we want to say go to bus arrival banner, and then when we are at the bus arrival banner, so as we click it, it will call a function called load bus route with the argument of bus route data. Okay, so at the main.py, we have a function called load bus route, and this load bus route is going to bring us to the bus route screen. So now we have to create that bus route screen. The first step that we need to do here is to create a bus route screen. Bus route screen, and then in the main.kv, we are going to include the bus route screen.kv, and then in the screen manager, we are going to have our bus route screen. Save, And then in our Kivy folder, we want to create a bus route screen .kv, and then copy this and paste. So we have a float layout, and then we have a grid layout. This grid layout is going to be a big grid layout. We stack up 89% of the screen, so it's going to look like this. One big backdrop layout for our backdrop, and then we leave the last 10% here for our buttons, home button, bus stop button, and bus services button. So we create 3 label buttons, and by clicking each of them, they're going to bring us back to the first one is going to bring us back to the home screen. Oops, this one is 6. And then the second one is going to bring us back to the bus stop screen, and the third one is going to bring us back to the bus service screen. Okay, save it. And so the next step is under the main.py, under the change screen, we want to say if the screen name is equal to bus route screen. So as we change to the bus route screen, we want to define that we want to ask the backdrop to open the window down. So this self.busRoute backdrop layout.id.backdrop is going to open up the window height. So I'm going to explain to you after we created the backdrop. So in step 6, we want to create a backdrop in the bus route folder. So now in here, we want to create a folder called bus route folder. And then we are going to create a file called bus route backdrop layout.py. And then we are going to have this. Save it. So let me first explain how this backdrop works. So we are going to have a class called bus route backdrop layout. When we instantiate it, and if you call the function run, it's going to build this string. So this string is going to be built and then return back to the main.py. So under this bus route backdrop layout class, okay, we have our front layer and back layer. Okay, this is MD Backdrop. We have our front layer and back layer. The back layer, the ID is container. The front layer is going to be a scroll view. Okay, and then under the scroll view, we have a grid layout, and the ID is called front layer. Okay, so the difference with compared to the bus stop screen and the bus service screen is that for the bus stop screen and bus service screen, I actually put the map view at the front layer, okay, and then the list at the back layer. Okay, so but then for the bus route screen, I want to do something different because yeah, it's up to you to define. You want to put a map view at the front layer or back layer, and the list at the front layer or back layer. It's up to you. So you are not only restricted to map view and list. You can put some other thing that you want. Okay, so the good thing about backdrop is it allows you to have 2 different things in the same screen. Okay, so in this bus route backdrop layout, I'm going to have front layer and back layer. So when I'm being built, I'm going to return them to the main.py. So just now in the main.py, I say that if the screen name is going to bus route screen, I want the bus route backdrop layout.id. I haven't defined this, so in fact, you need to at the onStart function, you need to define what is bus route backdrop layout. So let's do that first. onStart. So on start, we are going to define that we are going to instantiate bus route backdrop layout, and then we are going to call it to run, which is this function to run to build this thing. And then we are going to add this bus route backdrop layout to our bus route screen.id bus route backdrop. Backdrop screen. We're going to add this, add the backdrop into this grid layout. Okay. So to instantiate this object, of course, you need to import the class at the top. Okay. That's why we need to, from Backdrop folder, Backdrop backdrop layout, import Backdrop backdrop layout. And then now you have a reference of Backdrop backdrop layout, and therefore here, if the screen name is Backdrop screen, we want the Backdrop backdrop layout.id.backdrop. Backdrop backdrop layout.id.backdrop. I'm referring to the backdrop, this MD backdrop. I want that window. I want to open the window height divide by 3.3. So you can try different value to adjust how much you want the window to drop, to be lower, and as we created the layout. So so I want this window to lower down for this value, window height divided by 3.3. Okay, later on you are going to see as we created the layout. Okay, and then lastly, let's do this first. Okay, so if the screen name is equal to Backdrop screen, right? We also at the front layer we want to have something for the map view. For the list. So let's define it first. Backdrop backdrop back layer. Okay, is equal to self.backdrop backdrop layout.id.container. So back layer is referring to this one, which the ID is container. Okay. So in the next tutorial, we are going to first tackle the back layer. We are going to create something like this, the map view at the back layer. So yeah, let's define it first so that we can use it in the next tutorial. By now you are already able to see the Backdrop backdrop layout, I believe. Let's see. Yep, if you run it, and then if we click bus, transfer down, bus arrival, it's loading a little bit slow now because we are printing out a lot of things. So and when we want to deploy the app to the Play Store, of course we want to remove out this printing, and then the loading is going to be a lot faster. Don't worry about this one now. So as we click this, oops, okay, so I missed one thing, which is under the load bus route. Okay, load bus route, we are going to have something here. Let me copy it. So give me a moment. Don't worry about this because I'm going to fix this in the web-based version. So I'm going to add one more step here to make sure that when you are watching this video, yeah, everything will be all right. Load hash route, okay. And we forgot to do one thing, which is we need to change the screen. We need to change the screen to the Backdrop screen. Okay, so that as we click the Backdrop banner, it will call this function and then it will bring us to the Backdrop screen where the backdrop is available. Okay, let's try again. So bus, transfer down, Backdrop screen, taking a while. Okay, now we are at Backdrop screen. As you click it, boom, now it's going to bring us to the Backdrop screen through this function called load Backdrop. Okay, now we are here. So you can see that the front layer is being lowered down immediately as we are at the Backdrop screen by having this in the screen that is going to Backdrop screen, because as we come to Backdrop screen, I want the window, the front layer, to be lower. I want it to be open by this height divided by 3.3. So you can change the value to have it to lower to different position of the screen. Okay, so that's all for this video. I hope you like it, and in the next video we are going to build the map view at the back layer, and after that we are going to handle the front layer. Okay, so see you in the next tutorial. Click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you guys. Bye bye.